What's poppin'? Turn your speakers up.
Turn these speakers up.
You're locked into the illest girls next door.
You can bump it in your stereo.
On BoominLive.com.
Wait. All right, we need a new dance move. All right, so Yanni, hit the... Yeah, the way... Oh, wait.
Hey.
I like that opening.
Y'all silly.
What up, y'all? And we are back with another one. This is Illest Girls Next Door. I'm Rissy Riss.
I'm J Ben.
And I'm Yanni. And today we have a very special guest. I'm very excited about today's show because we've been trying to get him on here for like forever. But he's finally here. We have JOURDINRASHID.
Peace. Family. It's a pleasure.
So what's up with you? How you feeling?
Life is love, man. You know, it presents its ups and downs, but you know, I'm here riding the wave. That's it.
Life is love. I like that.
I was about to say, I like that.
Life is love. What does that mean? Explain it.
I mean, I feel like everything in life is really love. No matter if it's good or bad, it's always going to put you in alignment, whatever you need to be. So, life is love.
That's lit.
Right.
I'm about to
Get that tatted. Life is love.
Word.
I'm scared to get tattoos. Y'all, man, listen, man.
It's not that bad.
That's what everybody
not.
say. I'm a baby. He said, don't you get to talking about needles now. Please don't. Please.
You scared of needles?
All
Man,
right,
listen.
first of all, there's a difference from hospital needles and tattoo needles. The hospital needles try to kill you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what the tattoo needles doing?
Not killing you. It's not sticking you in your vein. And,
Here's
you know,
my thing.
so...
When you go to the doctor and you draw blood or whatever, you get a needle. It's just in and out. With the tattoo needle, it's constantly pricking you. It's constantly pricking you. So how? Like, make it make sense to me.
It don't
It's
make
not
sense.
going right there.
It don't make sense. You can't make it make sense.
I don't do needles. And yes, I have tattoos.
Drawing blood is so much easier than
No,
a tattoo.
it's not.
Are you serious?
Do you have tattoos?
Nah, I'm naked, man.
Me too.
I don't have no tattoos.
Do you ever plan on getting tattoos or you want to leave it?
I always like wanted to get tattoos, but it would have to be something meaningful, just
Yeah.
because of like the things that I'm into. You know what I'm saying? And especially with my career taking off.
What are some of the things that you into?
Well, I'm saying with acting,
We see.
you know, it's got to be. I was on set. I was fortunate enough to be on set with Pop Smoke before he passed.
wow.
Yeah, we did this movie that's called Boogie that's coming out.
I think I seen like a little clip of it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was on.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they
It wasn't
released
like a clip of
yeah.
the movie, but it was like him like
Yeah.
practicing acting.
Oh,
Word.
yeah.
So when we was in the movie together and we was talking, I was watching him, like as he was talking to me, he was getting makeup done on his body, like covering all his tattoos. So it's like it's a basketball film. So, you know, in order to, you know, get that done, it was like, wow, to see all that. It was like, then that take time. You know, the blend. So I had a newfound respect for like I want to say makeup artists. Because you know I thought it was just, you know, all face, but it's so much more. So when I seen that, it kind of like, dang, you know, do I really want to, you know, ink up my body all crazy? Even though I want to, though. I think it's fire, but you know what I'm saying, I'd rather stay pure.
No, I'm the same way. Like, I think tattoos are beautiful. Like, if I were to ever get a tattoo, I want a really big blue butterfly on my calf. Like on the back of my calf. Like, I like shit like that. And it's like, I don't have any tattoos. I feel like it kind of separates me from everybody else. Like,
Okay.
I like it. But what was it like being on set with Pop Smoke?
It was dope, man. He was, he's very, very, very talented, creative. You know, music wasn't the only thing that he was doing. He was very humble too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't just your average street dude rapper. Like, he wasn't really about all that, you know, stupid stuff. You know what I mean? He was very humble. You know, when he spoke, he always wanted to talk. We had fun. Like, we just had fun. It was cool getting to know him and Mike and everybody that I met on set. You know what I'm saying? I met some pretty cool people. I got a chance to meet Taylor Page too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was a lot of dope people on set, and they was very, like, I spoke to her. You know, she gave me her email. You know, if I had any questions about anything like the industry or whatever I'm trying to get into, you know, they was all just speaking. So, you know, generally, you know that there's a lot of people out here that want to see people do good.
Yeah.
That is good.
Right.
How was your reaction to Pop Smoke when you first heard? like being so close with him, working with him?
Man, I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. It was almost the same like with Kobe and Nip. Like I didn't believe it. It was really hard for me to like take in, because it was like I was just with him, like, you know what I'm saying, and it was just.
Oh, we got a caller.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
What's up, Jordan Cash?
Peace.
What's up? Talk
you
to us. Where
doing,
you
my
from?
guy? You know who the hell it is. Don't act like you don't know who it is. It's anonymous, goddammit.
So, this is anonymous.
What's
Okay.
happening?
Every show.
I
Okay.
ain't hear from y'all in a long ass
We
time.
haven't heard
Let's
from
go to
you.
ruin shit, you dig?
We haven't heard from you.
But,
Where have you been?
But you know what? But let me give a little special happy belated birthday to David Jackson, aka David. What up? Happy belated.
Thank you.
Happy belated. How y'all lovely ladies and gentlemen doing tonight? What y'all up to right now?
We chatting. What you
Yeah,
doing?
so what's the question? Like, what's the question for our special guest here today?
The question was for him to be like, bro, at least when you saw Pop Smoke, did you be like, did you hit him with one of those? Or you just was like, hey, how you doing? I need to know.
Funny enough, when we was talking, me and Mike, I used to make fun of him all the time, like, yo, like what you talking like that for, you know? But it was funny. I used to make fun of, like, on set. I'm like, yo, this is how we about to make music, like, and then I'll just go and the crazy part about it is he had just started like doing music. You know what I'm saying? And the way he even like Get Me Lit, like the way he made that song, it wasn't something
That Christopher Walken.
Yeah, like it wasn't something that he wrote down. It was all experiences like that was happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was on the phone with a queen one day. I guess he was telling me like he was on the phone with a shorty, and she said something, and then he just took it and just kind of ran with it. It was so many different things. But like he
basically was like, "What you wearing?" He was like,
Yeah.
"Yo."
Nah, but like, yo, he was funny, man. He was like, he had a lot of humor to him.
Yeah.
He had so much personality.
I'm really upset, man. He was definitely taken away.
He was on his way. He was definitely on his way to do great things, man. He was much more.
I became a fan late after the fact, and I feel horrible, but
Right.
you know what I mean? But like, he was dope. Like, I actually can give him that credibility. Like, yo, he was dope. I was definitely a fan. When I heard what happened, it was like, damn, that's messed up.
Right. And it was
You
like,
know what I mean? How all y'all ladies is doing? I need to know. Y'all remember me, goddammit?
I remember
Yeah,
you,
we
but I
remember
want to
you.
say I appreciate you for calling up. Like, we missed
Oh,
you.
you gonna hang up on me like that? Nah, it's over.
So
We'll see you-
It's
we'll
over.
see
You
you next Sunday,
disrespecting me. I feel
Anonymous.
offended. I feel offended.
We love you too.
We love you too. You know what I mean? Happy belated, ladies. I love
Appreciate
that
you.
y'all doing your thing. Shout out to
Thank
my
you.
boy right there.
Peace.
You doing your thing too.
Appreciate
You
it.
know what I mean? Like you said, man, it's love, all love. I love your head there. I want one.
Got you.
Bye.
Thank you, Anonymous, for calling in.
Right.
We definitely missed
Anonymous.
you.
That's fire.
Yeah,
We
he
don't
never
know
did-
who he is. Apparently,
clue.
we've met him before. Well, she met him before.
I don't know who he is.
But we don't know who he is.
I mean, that's love too.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
you know
on
what I'm saying?
like every show and show love.
That's dope.
I also wanted to get into like when you first started acting, did it start off like with a movie or was it like a
Commercial. like, what was it?
commercial
Well,
video shoot?
so like a little story behind it.
Okay.
My little brother Aaron, he took me to Central Castings in New York.
Okay.
We was kind of already making, like, me and my brother now, we was already making like skits and stuff. Like, I used to do the skit like Bagman. Like, I'll just be in a garbage bag, like, doing anything, because I'm always in my bag. But just doing different things. And we also, like, when I first started the Hood Vegan stuff, before I actually started cooking, like, to sell food, I was making, like, skits on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just, like, funny stuff. And I never really, really took it serious, I guess. And then after grad school, like, before I stopped going to grad school, my brother Aaron, he took me to Central Castings in New York, and we signed up for there. So I did background work for about a year on some, some pretty big shows. You know what I'm saying? I seen a lot of people.
Can we name drop?
I mean, yeah, because I was background at the time, so I worked on FBI, Law and Order.
Wait. SVU or Law and Order?
It was Law and Order. I
love
did FBI. I did Blue Buds. I did a lot of different things. I was on 2 movies. I was actually in a few music videos.
I seen the one with Albie.
Yeah.
And Skip Marley.
Yeah, Skip Marley. Those are the ones that I was actually seeing in, but I was actually in the No Stylist video with Drake and
Oh wow.
yeah, before it actually came out, but I guess something happened where they didn't like even need us. I was supposed to originally be like the role that I signed up for was supposed to be his like his henchman, like with him, his homies or whatever. So I was in a few things, and it was just seeing it like from the production side. It was just super dope, super clean. I was like, you know what, I'm ready to like take it a step further because I'm very competitive. I played ball my whole life, so it's like, you know, you kind of not used to the playing the back seat all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually you want to get out there and, you know, showcase what you got. So
Right. And you just came back from Cali, right?
Yeah.
Were you on set out there too?
yeah, I was working on a film called Mind Over Max. It's coming out soon. I want to say next year. It's a super incredible project. It's dealing with, you know, a lot of African American kids who, you know, fall into the foster system, you know, that suffer from depression, sexual abuse, all types of abuse, and how they come up. And I actually played a gang member in it. It was funny.
Yeah, just watching your stories, I'm like, yo, this man is
Yeah,
top 5.
yeah.
Like,
I was playing a game member. My name was Mookie, so OG Mookie on the block.
OG
Mookie. Know what I'm saying? I had the flag, twisted turn, you know what I'm saying, like they do on the West Side. But it was a super dope experience actually to be out there, you know what I'm saying, filming it. It's kind of, you know, I want to say it's like I'm watching my dream unfold to reality. So it's super dope. I mean, like I said, I would have never thought, you know, I would be acting or doing music. Like I would have never even thought that. And it's crazy because I feel like life comes full circle. So jump into what's the thing y'all usually do?
Dirty Laundry. You want to do that now?
Nah, I'm just saying I'm gonna mention something. So
Okay.
I mean people know it that like that came up with me, but I used to dance. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I knew that.
Yeah. So Illmatic Force.
Illmatic.
You talking like club dance with the
So
like,
like you know, we was like
one leg get back
Yeah,
and
all
then
that.
Before one leg get back,
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
talking
it's before that.
Wu-tanging.
But actually, but fun fact though, like a lot of the dances that y'all see now, we really made up.
They made up.
So it's really cool to see it all, you know what I'm saying, evolve. So a lot of people now that meet me now don't know how I used to dance. But with all that being said, like I that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And like I don't know if y'all know Real Timmy from Power.
Yeah.
He was my best friend growing up. Like
There's a
we sung at church together.
Wow.
Like even Michael B. Jordan.
Wait,
like,
he
you
from
know what I'm saying?
Jersey?
He from Maplewood.
Yeah. And Michael B. Jordan's from North. He went to
Yeah,
our
from
side.
North. Yeah. Used to
I
live-
did not know
Yeah,
that.
so it was like these are people that I was like close with, you know, coming up. You know what I'm saying? And life kind of just, you know, happened. And it kind of so it's like even like with that like full circle, you know, I was like me and Ro Timmy, we sung in church together like for Mother's Day.
Aw.
Yeah, you know what I mean, it was just super dope. Like so now like I'm into it. It's like it's just crazy. Like seeing them at the platform that they at now, just super inspiring, super happy for them.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, greatness is within me too. Like it's within everybody. So you know, that's how I just look at it.
Okay.
All right.
So where did you start making a transition to you wanting to make music?
Honestly, in December.
Wow.
So one of my
Recent.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Okay.
My birthday is December 16th. So my
He's
one
a
of my
Sagittarius.
one of my best friends, one of my best friends, Money Mark. People know him as Try Mark. He's a very talented artist, along with Constantine, who's Dave. My brother. I mean, I could like we got a tribe, Eastside. My brother Reckless. All these people have been doing music for such a long time, and my cousin L, and they kind of inspired me, like in ways, because I always used to write, and like when I was 15, I did a few tracks like through a headphone and a speaker through the computer, because we ain't have access to the booth, and I kind of stopped. I didn't really have the confidence like I had with basketball and football and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of revisiting. I suppressed it for a long time, so like it would come out with me writing captions. Like I'll see a photo, like a lot of people. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but a lot of times when you say a caption, I'm writing, it's always been deep. Like I always been that way, and I'm really just starting to embrace it for real. So like even with poetry, I always wrote, but I stopped for a long time, like repressing it. And then when it come out in captions, it just come out on the spot. Like I can't help the way my mind think. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know how you do something and it might seem weird, but it's not really weird because like we only call it weird because we judge ourselves.
Right.
So I learned to stop judging myself and just like accept me for who I am. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I so happen to see a picture and I'm like freestyling on the spot, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna just do it. So I'm like I try to challenge myself, like getting watching the whole process with Mark, my brother, Wave, my cousin L, like seeing them in the booth and like being at the studio with them and watching them. It was like, yo, this is crazy. And I would be writing on the side, but I just wouldn't have the confidence to like speak up. I would just try to take, I mean, this not my role. Let me fall back. And I'm like, yo, I could do it too. We all talented. And they not even like that. They show love. Like, yeah, do it. You know what I'm saying? Support to the fullest.
Now, what kind of artist do you want to be?
I don't really like to categorize myself or box myself in because I feel like when you do that, you seen a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? But for me personally, honestly, I'm making music just because I'm loving the process. I'm loving the journey. I'm loving the fact that I'm expressing myself. And it's the same thing with acting. Like, I want to say as a black man in the hood, there's oftentimes we don't really get to express ourselves in such a way. And I know I repressed a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of hurt me in the long term, like with relationships or other things, or not really giving myself my full potential to things that I could have, you know what I'm saying? So like it's the art. Everybody's an artist. No matter what you do, it's an art. So if you're a teacher, your art is teaching. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, even though like people just think art is writing and drawing, like everything is art. You know what I'm saying? So like even like I say like pole dancing, like I have so much respect for women who pole dance because you gotta have an enormous amount of core strength. Like and it's an art.
Yes.
It's an art to seduce. The Art of Seduction. That book is great, by the way. Read it. But everything is an art. So that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? And music just happened to be something I learned to do. Like, and I'm still learning. I'm getting better. Like every time. So I just had to prove to myself like I could do a full song to myself. So that's what I did. Yeah. And I honestly hated the way I sound.
Really?
Still do. I don't like it. But I'm finding my sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning who I am and what I can do. You know. And it was like, wow, okay, I could do this. And then when I fixed the first song, I was like, oh, snap, I really did this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so after that, I just kept pushing forward. And then like when people tell me like that, hear it, because I didn't share it for like the first 5-6 months. I didn't recently share my first song because I was so afraid of what people had to say or what people thought. And then it's my art. So it's like me writing, that's a craft, you know what I'm saying? That's so, you know what I'm saying, close to me. And when I was real shy, but then I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I just woke up like, yo, fuck it. How else do you plan to go further with something? And that was me just really facing my fears for real, just jumping in the fire.
And you got nothing but positive feedback ever since.
Positive, both. Like, I got some things that, people say, you can work on this. And I stomached that. You know what I'm saying? I liked it.
Criticism. Yeah.
No, I wanted that though. Like if I send you my song, I want you to tell me like, yo, this ass. I want you to tell me like, yo, this fire. Because now that helps me grow. And it's not that I care. Now I don't care what anybody thinks because it's me. Art is however I want, like my form of art is however I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So art is, and I could be intending something else and you could perceive it a whole different way. Right. A whole nother different way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the beautiful part about art. It's like it doesn't have to be the way the world or society deems necessary. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like about music and acting. Yeah. You feel me?
So you cook as well. Is cooking a form of expression for you too?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like I said before, it's love. You know what I'm saying? I cook with love because I love the way food tastes.
Bro, listen.
I think for me, it's not a passion of mine. You know what I'm saying? And with everything taken off of music and acting, it's been hard to keep up with that schedule of cooking. Yeah. But I think for me, I like when people feel the way I feel when I eat food. You know what I'm saying? Or even because it's plant-based and it's vegan, they look at it like, yo, I didn't know this could taste like this. I didn't know vegan food could taste like that. And that's the part that really gets me, because it's like, yeah, motherfucker. Like
I
you
be
could,
trying to put
you
them
could,
on.
you could be healthy. Like people don't understand. And that's what I really, and honestly, I just made that decision to cook to be healthier for me, like consciously for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I would want my wife to be vegan, plant-based. You know what I'm saying? Because I want my kids to grow up healthy and all that. Like I just see it as a lifestyle, but you know, just the best overall choice.
How long have you been a vegan?
About 4 or 5 years now.
Ooh.
Yeah. Wow. Don't get me wrong, the process was tough. It started out in I was in grad school, my first year of grad school actually, and it I started out as a pescatarian for like 6 months, and then you know that was that spring semester, and then I went home. I was fasting for Ramadan, and then I was just eating fruit during Ramadan. And I loved the way my body responded. And I mean, crazy ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Blood flow all crazy. And skin different. It was just different. It was night and day. It was like, I can't even question, like, going back.
Right.
So, after that, I just went cold turkey. I just went, all right, this is what I'm going to do. And more research. And before Dr. Sebi had got killed, I was watching him.
Say it before he got killed.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Thank you.
Before he got killed, I was watching him. I was studying him when he was still alive. Dr. Lila Africa, Dr. Jewel Prukum, so many people. You know what I'm saying? And everything just aligned with so many people and myself when it came to the food. And then the more I researched, the more I found out. It was like, yo, I can't eat none of this. And this before I even watched
What the Health?
What the Health. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, believe it or not, What the Health is just the surface. Like, it's not even the worst thing you can watch.
Yeah.
Like, that's so regular to other things that you go watch. You know what I'm saying? I think that just covers, you know, the business aspects. But now I get it. It's tough for a lot of people, and I understand that, you know, everybody's not going to be on that wave. As long as you're conscious about what you're eating. Like, I just feel like you shouldn't drink or eat anything without knowing what you're taking in your body. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
I feel attacked. I literally just had a burger with bacon.
And I get it. You know, a lot of times we're just a slave to conditions. We're a slave to our taste buds, and to, you know, like, those are addictions. Like drug comes in the form of food, sugar, salt. Cheese. You know what I'm saying? Cheese. All the
Coffee.
All that. All that.
She said
No,
pasta.
I'm actually like transitioning. So whenever I go out to eat or something, I always get seafood. So right now I'm more so pescatarian.
Right.
And then there's this place out in Jersey City called Plant Based. I go there at least once or twice a week.
Yeah, I've been there. They fire.
Yeah, they're so good. And I get like the plant-based tacos. My whole thing is, I know that if I become plant-based, I got to do a lot of cooking. I got to cook everything. And I know how to cook. It's just a lot of work.
A lot of energy.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of work.
not for nothing. Yo, it's a lot of quick things you could do. Like, even like, you know, raw. Like, so I basically deal with people who are transitioning and people who like want to be like holistic, like alkaline.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things you could do raw. Like, that is just a quick snack. Like, I tell people all the time, you can never go wrong with avocado toast.
That's my favorite.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Favorite.
And I'm saying you could dress it up real jazzy. Yo, Mom Dukes make the best avocado toast I ever had. Word the mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? She, with the spelt bread, she toasted up, you know what I'm saying, avocado drizzle, cut up the little plum tomatoes, onions, you know what I'm saying?
She
The
put,
better butter lettuce.
The chili flakes on it.
Yeah, you know, we don't even
Lemon
do
juice,
it.
olive oil.
Yeah, I mean,
That sound good.
crazy.
That's how I make mine.
No, funny. It's fire. And then and that's a snack. Like, you could do that all day. You feel me? Walnut meat, like, you don't even gotta cook it. You could do that. You know what I'm saying? And that take 5 minutes. You could soak it overnight and then 5 minutes.
You make it seem easy.
No,
Right.
yo, honestly,
Right.
yo, listen. It's all easy. The hardest part is just transitioning, but the processes to cooking things are easy.
Yeah.
That's what I be trying to tell people. I understand a lot of people don't have time, so that makes sense, or they won't make time for it. But cooking is easy.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
When you follow certain instructions, and then honestly, cooking really just becomes seasoning how you like it.
That's it.
You feel me? If you could season, like I tell people all the time, you don't really like meat. You just like the way it's seasoned. You ever taste a nasty piece of chicken?
Hell yeah.
Right? So it's not that you love chicken. You just love the way chicken is seasoned. Because if you like chicken, you'll eat a chicken while it's running around alive. Real, I'm just saying facts.
I think for me, it was easier for me to transition the most because like I grew up Muslim, so I didn't eat pork.
Right.
So that was already a given, like no pork. And then I cut out red meat, and then part of the reason why I started transitioning anyways, because I used to have really bad digestive problems. Like, you're supposed to move your bowels every day. I didn't. And then I noticed once I started changing my diet, I'm like, oh, it makes sense now.
Right.
So like it was that, and then I would get really bad migraines. I haven't had migraines in like months because of what I've been eating. So for me, it was just the way of, like you said, watching my body change. And I'm like, I just feel healthier. I feel better. My skin, like I never really had bad skin, but I would have like blemishes here and there. Like I started drinking more water and like eating more fruits. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Like my hair growing. Like this is
different.
nice.
It's really different, man. It just
I
puts
need
you
to get into life.
Yo, not for nothing. It happened when I had, like I tell people, like I had a spiritual awakening. Like when I was in school, I was going through a 2-year depression. I didn't realize I was depressed. You feel me? So many things was happening over the course of my life, and what I realized was that depression is really just you, your soul, your higher self not agreeing with your lower self anymore. So you just really just gradually moving forward and progressing to another level. So like a lot of things won't serve you the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. Like all happened when I started eating differently. Like it cleared my mind. I was feeling emotions I never felt. Like I was like, yo, is a nigga sad right now? Like, you feel me? I didn't realize I was sad. Like, and that's the crazy part. Like people think spiritual is like just being all about crystals.
I was gonna ask you, what's the name of your crystals? Like
That's a pyrite?
Yeah, this is a pyrite right here, and this is labradorite. You know what I'm saying? I got a
What do they do?
tiger's eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you explain a
So
little
pyrite is good for like it's good. It's they call it a good luck stone, prosperity, abundance. You know what I'm saying?
I need
This
that.
right here, labradorite, is a grounding stone for protection. So I wear them together, and I like things that shine as flashy. This is tiger stone. This is, I forgot the name of it. I think this might be a rainbow quartz with the all seeing evil eye. Right here, so it's to ward you off from protection.
I left it at home. I was in the car. I was like, oh, I don't have my bracelet.
Oh, that's
Right.
weird.
Because that's what I really
That's
looked at when she
weird.
like,
I wear
oh,
it
Rissy
every
got
day.
one.
My word, I bring them with me even when I got a regular gold
Right.
chain on. I
wear it every
either
day.
keep my bracelet or I carry them in my pocket. Like this is tiger's eye, and this is blue moss agate, and this is for like creatives. So like whatever hand you are, if you're right-handed, your left hand, your non-dominant hand is what you receive with, and your dominant hand is what you give with. So I switch them up for balance. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not all about that. Like, yo, I tell you, like, you could do all the sage and all that, but you gotta do the inner work. And it's like the more spiritually aware that you become, the harder shit become. Believe it or not, because it's like, yo, not for nothing. When I was in, I don't want to say my toxic state, but when I was living like in lower frequencies, it was easy to go about life because I wasn't aware. You know what I'm saying? When you ignorant towards certain things, but once you wake up towards shit, it's like, yo, it ain't peaches and cream. It ain't just meditating. Like it ain't just doing that. No, like people really think that. Like, yo, you like, nah, nigga, I'll still curse you out. I'll still beat you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll still do all that.
They
I was about
watch
to
me
say,
have
like,
whole
literally,
breakdowns.
like,
Yeah.
before Rissy, like, what you just said is like my mindset. Like, Rissy's like really starting to like shift my mindset about the things. And
Oh,
stuff like
I didn't know that.
That's beautiful.
Like you said, I was
my
ignorant and
God, I
everything. I'm
love
like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Nah, that's
it was
I was
girls
the person
movement.
that be like the
Yeah.
Like, but it's just like the more like as Rissy goes through her, transformation and everything
to
like
see
that,
it.
you get to see it, and it's like, yo, like it's really not just that. Like
Facts.
it's a lot more to it. Like,
deep.
A lot of self-discipline.
yeah.
No, it is. But you learn it. You learn it so much, and it's like you don't have to go to church, to the masjid, to receive that. Not to say you can't get alignment there. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need that. Like everything that you require or that you need exists within inside you. You feel me? So once I realized that, like I just started practicing the law of detachment. So like, people are, oh, Sagittarius, you nonchalant, you don't really care, and this and this and that. But it's not that I don't care. It's just that I just don't stay in an emotion for too long, because then I can't move forward. You gotta move forward. Life is always moving. Like no one, believe it or not, stagnant. There's no such thing as stagnant. You never sit still, because even sitting still is movement. You either get better or you get worse. There's no in between. Illicit minor or illicit major. It either it is or it isn't. You feel me? So when you look at it from that perspective, you understand like, yo, you gotta keep going. Then that's what life
gave
is.
me a lot of tweets, so like I'm just like,
Oh,
I'm not
facts.
still like just know that like I'm not a stealer. Like
Nah,
came
nah.
from you,
It's
but like,
yo.
I'm
Like I said, man,
the tweets about to go crazy.
Life is love. Anything that you heard from me is just a reflection of what you seeing or you seeking to find. Like a lot of times, people that's not going to hear nothing is because, or they don't want to hear it, is because they not on that frequency or that element yet. So they can't hear it. You know how you be preaching, like you be telling like, yo, or your little brother or a little sibling or somebody, your friend, like you trying to tell them something to better themselves, but they can't really hear it because they're not there on that frequency.
Amen.
You feel me? Like you said, like when she, promise him, like when she probably first started telling you blah, 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 you like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But then you start seeing it because now it's like, oh shit. So it's like, what I learned also was like, it's not my job to like, be your light. I'm gonna be a light so you can see like, oh shit. So if you see my light, then that means you're my reflection.
That's
so
my
you
tweet.
become light.
We
That's
made a
my
breakthrough
tweet.
yesterday
You know what I'm
because
saying?
she let me read her cards for the first time.
Nah, and that's love though. Like,
I told her I was mad at her for 5 minutes.
but see,
Because it was too true. I'm like, all right, give me a minute.
Yeah.
I'll be mad at you for even telling me this right now.
Word.
But then we're gonna be
but
friends again.
that's another thing. Is absolutely, you gotta absolutely be brutally honest with yourself.
I know.
Like, yo,
that was her
I'm gonna be keeping like, yo, if you're a hoe, you a hoe. You gotta tell you gotta be, all right, I'm a hoe. I gotta change. If you want to change, you know what I'm saying? So like, I started looking at things like, there's really no such thing as bad or good, because what's good for you may be bad for me. You know what I'm saying? That's why you never really follow somebody just because you see them winning. You follow
Facts.
yourself to wherever you want to go, because what they might be winning in, you might not be winning in that, because it's not meant for you to win in. You might have to win somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I was just, if any advice, I just tell people to follow their soul, man. Follow your soul, wherever it bring you. So if it bring you to that moment where you was on your lower frequency and you was fucking for a night, you shouldn't have been fucking. But if it brought you there, enjoy that moment. Be present.
Be present.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
And don't judge yourself for it. Don't judge yourself for that. And yo, it's crazy. Like, I'm saying this now, but I went through a moment where I was with my ex and I seen she violated like in all types of ways.
She violated you?
Yeah. And
What would you do?
not to say, see, look, I'm always say that.
Dirty laundry.
Not to say that I'm perfect, but I seen when she was transparent at that moment, I lost all sense of attachment, in a sense where I was like, oh shit, if you could go through that, you feel me? I can't judge you. Like, I can't judge you for going through what you was going through and doing what you was doing. You feel me? Because you went through a moment of vulnerability of things that obviously you couldn't explain to myself, so you couldn't even keep it a stack with yourself. So you went through some type of pain where it brought you to this point. You feel me? And then I just understood from that, like, I got to take that same look, like that outlook, and apply it to myself. You feel me? In order for me to become better. Like, I can't judge myself for doing this or doing things that I didn't know about. I didn't have an example, so I got to be the example that I never had. You feel me? And I tell people all the time, like, yo, you can't stay in a time of pain that existed in a moment that happened so long ago, because all you're doing is recreating a scenario, and 9 times out of 10 you recreating a scenario that never even happened because of that pain. Like, you feel me? So you gotta keep moving forward, and that's how I just learned to start looking at life. So when shit hurt, it hurt. I'ma feel it, and then I'ma accept it, and then move on. But I can't stay there. I can't, because if I stay there, I'm not getting no better. You feel me? You good? Oh, you want to start writing it down or something?
You preaching to her right now.
Oh, shit.
Nah, word. It's all right, man. We all go through shit, man. Like, yo, no wise man. The wise man once was a dummy. You feel me? I was dumb. I did a lot of dumb things that I shouldn't have done. But at the time, was it really dumb, or was it me just experiencing life? I had to go through that process in order to learn. And like, everybody's struggle is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for me coming from the mud, not the same as somebody who was born into money. They struggle might be a little different. And I might look at their struggle like, well, bro, what are you talking about?
Right.
But that's not the case. That's their struggle. So I can't judge that struggle, because struggle is struggle, no matter what it is. It's like when you got $50 million versus $50. Oh, damn, broke. $50 million broke is different. It's still broke. Just because they got $50 million don't mean they can't be broke because of the lifestyle and expenses that they, you know what I'm saying? They with. It's still broke. It's just a different level. Exactly. And that's life. It's perspective. So whatever you perceive to be will be reality. So whatever you give attention to, you give power. And I just choose not to give my attention or power to anything that's not helping me move forward.
All right, you should write a
Amen.
book. That's first.
I'm
I'd probably buy like 50 copies. That's first and foremost.
I'm actually in the process. Yeah, writing. It's called Reflections.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
How do you do like 8 different things? And
Yeah, honestly, all right. So we like that's one of my downfalls. It's like stretching my energy too thin. It's balance. It's balance. I think that's what I lack at. I lack at balancing too many different things because I find myself being talented at so many different things, or good at so many different things, or interested in so many different things that I want to do it all. But a wise man told me, like my OG, my old head, he like, yo, focus on one thing at a time and let the other things fall out. So like even with acting and music, I gotta choose one. So even though they fall hand in hand, basically, you know what I'm saying? You gotta choose one. So right now I'm just riding the wave, like whichever one, because I love both of them. You
Yeah.
feel me? So I've seen people do it. Okay, if I'm acting on this and I got these projects, I'm gonna just focus on these projects. I put music to the back burner. That don't mean stop writing, but you know that just becomes less of a priority. You know what I'm saying? Right then and there. So in order to get to where you want to get to, if you want to be great, you gotta sacrifice something.
So because you have your hands in so many different things and you want to do this, you want to do that, how does that play into like your love life?
It's tough. It's real tough because I be wanting to sit down and actually have a real love life. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard because I just want to be great. Like, and yo, honestly, like when you look at the greats, their love life or their personal life, what I'm not gonna say was non-existent, but it was very minimal till they got to a certain point.
Yeah.
When you look at Cole, Michael Jordan, you know what I'm saying, Denzel Washington. You know what I'm saying? Not to say they didn't have women who pushed them to be further, but they had women who understood. It's either you focused on one woman, or if you have multiple women, you focus on one. They all have to be on the same frequency, or you don't focus on any woman at all. You know what I'm saying? But every great person, even Albert Einstein, like the practice of sexual transmutation, the idea of a woman pushed them further because of the feminine energy. Like it's so expansive. And that's why women are so great. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why y'all so great. Y'all balance so well. And it's not to say that men aren't great, because we have worth too. It's just that our reason and our power comes in our vision. You know what I'm saying? So me learning that and knowing that is just, like, I had to accept that. Like, yo, all right, you suck at balancing shit right now. It's a fact. No, but that doesn't mean it has to always be that way.
Right.
You just got to get better. You got to get better in your choices.
You just got to transmute all that.
Transmute it, because that's what life is. Life is a game of choices. You feel me? It's a serious game, but you shouldn't always take it serious, if that makes sense.
I'll be losing.
Like, nah, see? Like, even that right there. Like, don't say that, because, like, words have power.
That's
like,
it.
I'm learning
your
that.
etymology,
Losing is
like,
a state of mind.
you know what I'm saying? It's all a state of mind. Like, heaven and hell is a state of mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all however you perceive the world, however you think. So be kinder to yourself. Just say, okay, I got to get better at this. You know what I mean? So you're not losing. I'm going to tell you, you winning right now. You got a roof over your head?
Yeah.
Clothes on your back?
Yeah.
Shoes on your feet?
Yep.
All right, then. You got all your teeth in your mouth?
Yep.
All right. Now, you winning. You winning.
Try.
No, when I was in L.A., right, we rode past Skid Row. And a lot of those people, believe it or not, are not, like, a lot of people think that homeless people are bums or are drug addicts.
No, they're not.
You know what I'm saying? They're not. Some people choose to live off the grid. Like, they have have their own community. Some people like quit their jobs because they don't want to live according to the system. You know what I'm saying? And when I learned that, when I seen that, even that video, I don't know if y'all just seen that video that just, like, you know, the old dude had came out the store, the homeless guy, and the guy asked him, yo, man, hygiene, like, what's up with hygiene?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's stuff like that. So I just learned to appreciate shit. I'm winning. You're not where you want to be right now, but you're still winning. You're on the, like, I'm not pursuing my dreams. I'm not chasing my dreams. I'm living my dream. Like, you feel me? Because this is just the beginning journey to get to the big picture. You feel me? And that's life. So don't tell yourself you're not winning. You winning. It's just not going how you see it in your mind. But you got to stay focused on that. And when you stay focused on that, you won't go far. You feel me?
I'm going to take that with me because, I need it.
Right.
Wait, a question I want to ask. What did you go to school for?
Honestly?
Good question.
All right, so I went to like 3 different schools. I went to Morgan State first. I went to Morgan for civil engineering
Where's Morgan at then?
in Baltimore. HBCU in Baltimore. Best experience of my life. Came back, went to Essex, I was also going for civil engineering, but I was playing ball, so I changed my degree to liberal arts just to play ball. Well, finish because I would have had to take like 3 more classes, just math, but they was all prerequisites of each other. So I'd have been at the school for another a year and a half without hooping. So I'm like, let me move forward, and then I end up I don't want to say settling, but I want to say that I end up waiting, and I went to NJCU, and then I went for fire science. I was going to take a minor in computer science, but I should have. And then again, my master's national security and cyber technology. But it don't matter because that's not what I'm doing.
Not what you do. Right.
And I ain't necessarily want to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to hoop. And honestly, if it wasn't for hooping, I probably wouldn't have went to school.
That was gonna be my next question.
You feel me? But hooping is like
Oh, we got another caller.
okay.
Hello?
Yes, I have a question.
Hi, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm from Elizabeth.
Okay.
Well, you talking to Illest Girls Next Door. Talk to us. What's the question?
Hi. I wanted to know if Jay is single.
Oh, you want to know I'm single? I'm currently in taking right now. I'm taking.
Oh, you taking?
Yeah. I'm taking.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for calling.
Yo, she a G for
That was it?
calling.
Thank you.
No problem. You have a nice day now.
Man,
I
I
ain't
was
even
straight to the
gonna hold
point.
you. I was waiting for that call.
I ain't mad at it though.
I was waiting. I knew somebody was going. I knew
Straight to the
somebody.
point. Straight to the point.
Look, you got to look. When
Shout
I
out to
talk, when
her.
I talk to a guy about a weekend, all right. So what we doing? What's your intentions? What's happening here? Because if you think I'm just trying to fuck, you can let me know so I can be out.
Peace.
Oh,
She
that's
said
that's
peace.
important.
Like that.
I think intentions are important.
Yeah.
Because that even matters in a relationship. Like even when you get in a relationship, intentions are important. Cause I've been with a beautiful woman before, and you know what I'm saying. It don't matter how much you love somebody. Like if the end goal not the same, it's not gonna
It's
work.
not gonna work. Yep.
No matter what the love is, like you could be so. Nah, you gonna be so much. You could be so much in love with a person.
My headphones on and walk out the door.
You could be so much in love with a person, but like it just won't work. Like you know what I'm saying? Cause you trying to be there. You feel me? And that's how I kind of see myself. Like I see myself big, not like big like to make someone else small, but
Yeah.
I don't see myself just regular. Like you know, like I don't see myself just staying in Jersey or like just working a regular job. Not to say
Not at all.
not to say that people who work in a 9 to 5 is
Do not knock.
I don't knock it because I did it to get to a means. I did it for me too. Like I worked a 9 to 5 for a hustle for a reason, and everything in life is intention. So I think that's important with women. And you know, no funny like how you just said that. It's a lot of women who just want to fuck too.
Oh no, absolutely. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all they want to do. And I ain't mad at that. Whatever element you want, but it's like you know, you just got to figure out what you want to do.
Yeah, I was never one that was into casual sex. I look at, I need intimacy. I need that. If I can't connect with you on an emotional or mental level, then I can't connect with you sexually. And I could be physically attracted to you all I want, but if I'm not sexually attracted to you, it's not.
That's
it's,
big for me.
It's not gonna work.
Big for me. Like intimacy. Like I'm not the most romantic, intimate dude, but I do need some type of physical, sexual connection. But mentally though, because after a while, like this is what I learned about men too. Like we're more in the now. Like we live for now. Women, big picture. Y'all think the future. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all think about kids, pregnant, wife. You know what I'm saying? Marriage, all that. For men, it's right now. I'm thinking about right now. So when we see her body, we thinking right now. You know what I'm saying? We not thinking like, damn, I'm gonna be. So that's when I had to like detach from that whole program too. Like realizing like it's more than just fucking. It's more than just her having a body, because that shit gonna change if she don't keep up with it. Well, period. Life. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna change. That's why you see a lot of old heads with younger women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's now. They thinking about now. What she look like right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, before we wrap it up and everything like that, now question earlier, was that your dirty laundry? Or you got some real dirty laundry for us?
I mean,
Because it's definitely dirty laundry time.
dirty laundry.
Yeah, so basically, dirty laundry, you know, shit,
Yeah,
something that you witnessed. We don't do indictments.
Witness. I seen something.
you could've been in it, witness.
Something real traumatizing. Okay.
Okay.
Drum roll
Well,
like
you-
that.
It's a secret, too, so you got to go in the closet.
Something I witnessed. I seen a dude get killed point blank before. real traumatizing for me. And I didn't realize how traumatizing it was for me because it's been it's hard for me to cry, like or like feel any type of like real pain. Like so, if I do feel, I kind of bury it. But I seen that and I was like, damn, like I've lost. I don't want to say I've lost, but a lot of people that I've known have been killed since I was a young boy. You know what I'm saying?
Where you actually from?
I'm from the.
Okay.
I seen it a lot at an early age, and I think that's why I don't fear a lot. Like, and I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Well, let me not start judging it, but that's crazy. But on a good note, some good dirty laundry. I went to a nude beach with this queen I was with.
Oh,
it was lit. It was lit.
Yo. All right, so
Yo,
we
it's
went
weird
to the
though.
spa for her birthday, and we
Okay.
went in the nudist section. Best time of my life.
Literally, like just free.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm saying. It was weird too. It was weird because you got a lot of widows out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, the experience being under the stars, ass naked, you know what I mean? It was a beautiful experience just to feel free and just run around like naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Is
then
it
I
in
seen.
Jersey or like
No,
close
it's in
to there?
Jersey. It's in Jersey, right by Sandy Hook. It's called Gunnison Beach.
We
I'm
going
not going
before the
with
summer's
y'all.
over. What? You're crazy. Well, bye.
Nah, you had people that was out there that wasn't, but
Okay.
like it was beautiful to see. Like when we first got out there, I seen families. You know what I'm saying? This was years ago. So I seen families out there. I seen people that was, like I seen couples of all shapes and sizes be out there. Like I seen this couple. I want to say they were rotund and robust, but they was sitting next to us and they was real chill. Like they was playing in Game Boy and it was love. You know what I'm saying? Then like a couple of yards that way, it was this little Spanish, couple getting it in.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was cool. Like
So wait,
respectfully.
they allowed them to have sex on the beach?
I don't want to say allowed. It's just it's like a free society.
Oh, shit.
Like you got weird people. You got weird people too. There was this Irish dude that was beating off to like walking around watching it. That was nice. So after a certain time, nah. Don't get me wrong. When
That's
the
an early
freaks come out
visit.
at night, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get low. Like you gotta get low.
I'll be scared for my life.
But
At that fucking beach.
I seen families out there too. Like it was families out there, just letting your kids just to be free, and that was so dope to see. You know what I'm saying? And it was just cool. Like it was cool to experience that. It took me a while to take my shit off, but because it was a whole bunch of gay dudes behind me. No disrespect, but I just wasn't comfortable. Like you know what I'm saying. But once I did get comfortable, I was like, man, fuck it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't ashamed of my game. You know what I mean? I ain't ashamed of my game. So you know what I'm saying? Experiencing that was super dope. But yeah, that's really.
We're going.
Okay. I'm with you.
No, dead ass. Like next weekend,
Yanni?
like before the summer is over, we're going.
I start school next week.
I actually, so I seen this tweet that I was a little upset about. It was like the semester about to start, but I graduated, so good luck, y'all. I saw that shit. I'm like,
fuck you, bro.
dang. But I want to say thanks for coming on the show. We really
Appreciate
appreciate
you.
it. This was a really great show.
Yes, I
Yeah, you
enjoyed
need to
it.
come again and then bring us
Yes.
vegan platters.
I got you.
So
You can
that-
set that
yes.
up.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And look, I
yes,
could
yes.
act too, like, you know what I'm saying? You got your own movie.
Yeah.
You feel me? And my
said I could
love.
act too.
I could.
We make music too.
Oh,
Yes, we
okay.
do.
Get an
Ah.
Illest Girls Next Door feature.
You just dropped a
Oh.
secret, so yeah, if y'all heard that, which I hope y'all did, but coming soon.
Like we ain't been posting it on the story.
Well,
Okay. We gotta set something up. I'm with it.
You got any shout outs?
Shout out to the brand Ace and Denim. This is
Yeah, shit's
this is the
tough.
family brand, my brand. You know what I'm saying? Me and my older brother, you know what I'm saying, as close friends. Yeah, you know what I mean? It represents spiritual enlightenment or the people who derive and look at symbolism and all that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a no-brainer. I love it. I love what we do.
out the fuck present, Uncle Sean.
Shout out to Fashion Fiasco. She's
Okay.
based out of Philly. You know, you can hit her up.
I just want to wish a happy birthday to Kobe. That's been on my
Oh.
mind all day.
Cold.
The mama.
I saw what Vanessa posted and I was just like, I gotta just log off.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
That
I'm
was a
like,
lot.
Nah, it's tough.
damn.
Yo, it's crazy. The day before he died, I was in this car accident. I was in a car accident, totaled my car. Like I was on the way to a game, to coach basketball because I coach women's college basketball at JCU. I was on the way to the game, and I got into this crazy car accident. And then he died the next day. And like my car was totaled, and I walked out of it with no scratches. So, you know what I'm saying? I give thanks to the universe.
Yeah.
But like when Cole died, it happened the next day. Like it was like, yo, I was like, I was like, I couldn't believe it because I was just in some shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it was like, yo, that could have been me, bro. You know what I mean? And then that happened to Cole, but it was like, yo, what the you know what I'm saying? All this was just, it's just been a crazy year, man.
Yeah, and it's not over.
2020,
It's not over.
like, I think we on what level?
8.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I say
level
20,
8.
but it's a lot of
I
levels
just
for
feel like a
2020.
lot about to go down
And
during this fall
quarter,
season.
I just hope 2021, you feel me? We're just going to forget
I
about
have zero
2020.
expectations for next year.
at
I'm
this
just
point
gonna
because
live.
I thought 2020 was my year. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have experienced a lot of great things this year.
Right.
Like
2020 definitely
I
showed me a
started
lot.
like my spiritual journey for real this year. You know, so that's been. I have my days. Like
Yeah, it's up and down.
Yeah.
It's definitely up and down. It's been like unfortunately COVID has, presented us with a lot of bad things, but it also presented with good things, man.
lot, yeah.
People coming out of here with new businesses, millionaires, skills. You feel me? It's been love for me. I love my own space. I love solitude. So the fact it ain't really affect me the same as it affecting anybody else.
Yeah.
But the fact that the matter is I ain't really had to see too many people was great for me. For real, like it was like, all right, everybody in the crib, I could walk outside or wild out.
yeah, that's good.
I just want to say this is Illest Girls Next Door, and I'm J Benz.
I'm Rissy Rez.
And I'm Yanni.
We are
And we
out.
out.
Bye.